They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What?
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jared McKinnon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Here's Garoppolo to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
White.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. To throw is Garoppolo. Able to find Garcon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Garoppolo on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 34 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Sunday. 380.
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Bunch right. Green is it.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that
11.
one.
Bortles to throw on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go. Here we go. Hey, spread left. Hey.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Hey, let's go. Trick left. Lucy, Lucy. 11, 11. Check right, 27, check right. All good, all good, all good. All good. 11B, 11B. So right, so right.
Now Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good game. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. McKinnon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
372. So right, so right. Shut.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Hey, come on. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Anytime.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Bortles now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hank.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Very solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Telvin Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
T.J. Yeldon, touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Yeldon, 55 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now McKinnon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 49 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Bortles now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Lucy. 77.
Again, it's Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Lucy, move.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon, 46 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Bortles to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, "Son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it."
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit out a jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. watch what you saying. How the poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser. My posse deep and irate. And we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take your mama to the Marriott and belly flop. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, brother.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. McKinnon to start the drive. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Penny. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And his throw here's incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And they'll run it again with Penny. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
12. By 20. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Toss play to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
12. Hey, tempo. 14. Clear. 19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
14. 19. Got it.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
Keep working, baby. Keep working. Let's go.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
19. Tempo. 0.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Tempo. Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. 12. Shotgun. 14.
Now Wilson on second down. It's caught right side, Dixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Janikowski bangs it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Block at the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff to Penny. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. K.J. Wright coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A dump down to McKinnon, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Good one, able to haul it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 on 3rd and 16, and that spot moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 44 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Tempo. There. 14.
They go play action now. Wilson leaves it for Penny. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Don't take forever, okay? Let's go, let's go. No.
Here's a give to Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I Made me sleep rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the folium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got to picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me sleep rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the folium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter.